Hi, third grade, it's me again. And I'm about to start our discussion on what 3 questions can help us when we are thinking about what might I like to do for a career someday. You know, there are many different careers in the world. And I just think even by the time you guys are 18, 20, 22, whenever you're going to make those decisions about what you want to do with your life, there might be just hundreds of other types of jobs that don't even exist yet. So there's a lot to consider. But the things that will remain for you will be these questions about yourself that you can continue to answer right now and into the future. So one of the first questions that I have for you, and maybe you've heard me talk about this before, is what do you like to do? Okay, if you can answer that question about what do you like to do, just things that you enjoy doing that give you a sense of happiness, that just kind of make your heart beat faster and you get excited thinking about these things that you like to do. For some of you, it's going to be fixing things, using tools, helping dad in the garage, or mom make things, baking, cooking, sewing, gardening, doing things that bring you pleasure, things that you really like to do. And the next question is, what makes you happy? And that might be very similar to what do you like to do? What makes you happy? Does it really make you happy when flowers grow after you've done some gardening, or some vegetables come up out of the ground? Or you've made a Lego set and it all comes together and it works perfectly. What makes you happy? Playing sports, riding your bike, being outside, being inside. Got to think about those things, right? Okay, the next question is, what are you good at? What are you really good at? You know, as you sit in classrooms at school, when we're back in school, what are you really good at? Do you go, oh yay, it's an art day. I can't wait to go to art because I'm really good at that. I love going to gym because I'm good at everything we play. I really like science. I like the experiments we do, things like that. Okay? When you answer these questions, these are clues. That's right, clues. So you could be a detective trying to figure out what is it that I'm going to be really good at when I'm an adult and I'm choosing a career path. Once again, these are questions you can start asking yourself right now, and you can be asking them as you get older. So, by the time you get to 5th grade, you're going to have lots of different experiences. By the time you get to middle school, you're going to have even more experiences. And then, of course, high school. So this is why I say you probably don't want to make your decision about a career quite yet, because you're going to have so much more living and growing and knowing about yourself as time goes on. And to be honest with you, you might make a decision about a career and change your mind at some point. So I've changed careers several times in my life. Basically, what I think that I do and I like and what makes me happy has stayed the same over time. So very quickly, I'll just say this. When I was probably 10 years old, and then as a teenager, I really liked babysitting. I liked being around kids. I like the whole thing. I like putting them to bed. I like helping them solve problems. I like playing with them, singing with them, making them food, whatever. It didn't matter. I liked being around kids. All right, so got a little bit older, got a different kind of a job, but I did, when I was in high school, I tended to be that person that people came to when they had an issue or a problem and they wanted to talk to me. They just wanted somebody to listen. And I thought, I'm a good listener. That's really something I'm really good at, listening. So I'm starting to put clues together. I like being around children. I really like listening to what people have to say. And then what I found that I was doing was that I was helping people solve their problems. And then I noticed more and more kids my age were coming to me and saying, "Can you help me?" And I thought, wow, this really brings me joy and makes me feel valuable. It makes me feel useful. It makes me feel really good about myself. And I'm good at it. So, putting clues together, I decided when I went to college, I was going to continue working with kids as a social worker. And that's what my first degree is in social work. And so I used that for a really long time. And one day I met somebody who's a school counselor. And I thought, wow, she's got the best job. What do I need to do? And that's when I was grown up and I had already been working for quite some time, but I decided to change jobs. And I went back to school. I got my second degree and I became a school counselor. My first job was at Denmark Elementary School and I've loved it ever since. So I figured it out. And I couldn't be more happy about that decision, boys and girls. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be able to answer these 3 questions at any time during your life. And I want you to find out what brings you joy and makes you feel happy. And I want you to have a job where you go to work every day and you say, I love my job. Now, are there days when I've thought, I don't really feel like getting out of bed. My bed's comfy and warm and it's, wintry and cold. Sure, I had days like that. Or it's a long way to drive and the roads are really bad. Yeah, I didn't really feel like going, but not because of the work that I do. So I've always loved my job. Thank you for listening to my story. And I just wanted to share those 3 questions and how they fit into my life as clues about what I was going to become. All right, everybody. And there's going to be a couple of different activity sheets for you to look at in the rest of the Google presentation. Take care.